energetic tone. Welcome to Mind Blow, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Everybody is looking for the next global hotspot. But did you know a tiny island group in the Philippines is suddenly at the center of a worldwide power struggle? Once known for its rolling hills, windswept cliffs, and breathtaking sunrises, Batanes has long been a place of quiet beauty and isolation. Its iconic stone houses, built to withstand fierce typhoons, have stood for centuries as a testament to the resilience of its people. But today, Batanes is no longer just a remote paradise. It is now at the center of global attention. The Ivitans, who have lived quietly for generations, farming and fishing in peace, now find their tranquil home suddenly thrust into the spotlight, playing a crucial role in the growing rivalry between the United States and China. Geography is the reason. Batanes sits at the northernmost tip of the Philippines, nestled between the Philippine mainland and Taiwan. Its location in the Luzon Strait makes it a strategic outpost, a gateway between two major powers. As China asserts itself in the South China Sea, expanding its naval presence and influence, the Philippines is shifting its defense focus northward, recognizing the importance of Batanes in regional security. Soldiers, military equipment, and international partners are arriving in increasing numbers, transforming Batanes from a remote, peaceful community into a frontline outpost. Joint military drills with foreign allies are now a regular sight. The islands now symbolize how even the smallest, most isolated places can become vital in the world's biggest power struggles, their fate intertwined with global politics. The peace and quiet that once defined Batanes is giving way to the sounds of military drills, the presence of foreign troops, and the constant gaze of international media. For the Ivitans, daily life is changing rapidly. Their routines are now shaped by the presence of soldiers and journalists, as their home becomes a symbol of a much larger conflict. The world's eyes are now fixed on Batanes, and its future is more uncertain than ever before. The islands stand at a crossroads, their destiny shaped by forces far beyond their shores. The story of these islands is no longer just about survival against the elements, but about enduring in a world of shifting power where the smallest places can have the biggest impact. Batanes, the northernmost province of the Philippines, stands as a silent sentinel over the Bashi Channel, a stretch of water that is far more important than its tranquil appearance suggests. This channel is a vital artery for global trade and military movement, with thousands of cargo ships and tankers passing through each year, carrying goods, energy, and resources between East Asia and the rest of the world. The narrow strait connects the South China Sea to the vast Pacific Ocean, effectively serving as a maritime superhighway for both commercial vessels and stealthy submarines, making it a critical route for economic and military logistics. If this passage were ever blocked or disrupted, global supply chains would grind to a halt, causing ripple effects that could impact economies and industries across continents, from electronics in Asia to energy supplies in the West. For China, the Bashi Channel is a crucial gateway for its navy, providing access to the Pacific and a route for projecting power beyond its immediate region. For the Philippines and its ally, the United States, the channel is a strategic point to monitor, patrol, and if necessary, control, ensuring that no single power can dominate this essential corridor. Maintaining a strong presence in Batanes offers early warning capabilities, rapid response options, and a significant strategic advantage in the event of any regional conflict or crisis. The islands themselves have become a textbook example of a maritime choke point. Control over Batanes means control over the flow of ships and submarines between two of the world's most important oceans. For both China and the Philippines, Batanes now stands at the heart of their defense strategies, shaping military planning and diplomatic maneuvering in the region. What was once a remote and peaceful outpost has transformed into a key piece on the ever-shifting geopolitical chessboard, its significance growing with every passing year. The Philippines, with U.S. support, is rapidly transforming Batanes into a defense hub. New bases and upgraded airstrips are being built to host ships and aircraft, signaling a serious commitment to northern defense. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement allows U.S. forces to operate from these sites, boosting joint capabilities. Regular military exercises like Balakatan now simulate real-world scenarios in the region. These drills strengthen alliances and send a clear message of unity and deterrence. The presence of U.S. forces adds a layer of security, making any attack a potential trigger for a broader response. Batan's is no longer a quiet backwater, it's a hardened front line for the Philippines and its allies. China views the military buildup in Batanes as a direct threat and has responded with warnings and increased activity. Chinese warships and Coast Guard vessels now patrol the area, sometimes conducting drills alongside US-Philippine exercises. The risk of miscalculation is high, with powerful navies operating in close quarters. China may also use economic pressure, restricting trade or tourism to influence Philippine decisions. For Beijing, these moves are about countering what it sees as US containment. For Manila, it's about protecting sovereignty and security. The tension is palpable, and the potential for escalation is real. Batan's has become a flashpoint in a much larger contest for regional dominance. For the Ivatan people, the recent military buildup on their islands brings a complex mix of hope and anxiety. Many residents are unsure what the future holds, as the presence of soldiers and new equipment becomes a daily reality. On one hand, new infrastructure projects and job opportunities offer much-needed economic benefits to the community. Roads are being paved, schools are being renovated, and some families are earning more than ever before. Yet, the once quiet and peaceful life of Batanes is now frequently interrupted by the rumble of military vehicles and the sight of warships on the horizon. As more outsiders arrive, environmental concerns are mounting. Locals worry about the impact of construction on their fragile landscapes and the risk of pollution. At the same time, fears of cultural erosion grow, as traditions and customs face pressure from outside influences. Perhaps the biggest worry is that Batanes, once a remote and peaceful place, is now a strategic target. Any conflict in the region could put families, homes, and the entire way of life in harm's way, making the future feel uncertain for everyone. The community is divided. Some residents welcome the changes, seeing them as a path to progress and security. Others fear that the cost will be too high, risking the loss of their heritage, identity, and the peace they have cherished for generations. Local leaders now face the difficult task of balancing national security interests with the urgent need to preserve their unique way of life. They must navigate between government demands and the voices of their own people. The Ivitans never asked to be at the center of a global rivalry, but circumstances have forced them to adapt. Every day they find ways to continue their daily routines, even as the world's attention turns to their small islands. Their story is a powerful reminder of the human cost of geopolitical competition, and the resilience of a community determined to protect its home, culture, and future. Batanes' fate has global consequences. The Bashi Channel is essential for international shipping. Any conflict here would disrupt trade and raise prices worldwide. The islands are a test case for international law and the rules-based order, with the Philippines defending its rights under UNCLOS. The military buildup near Taiwan, a global flashpoint, raises the risk of a wider war. The US-China rivalry is shaping the region's future, and Batanes is at the heart of this contest. How these powers manage tensions here could set precedents for other disputes. The world is watching, hoping for diplomacy over confrontation. Batanes, once remote, now matters to everyone. Its story is a warning and a call for careful leadership. The future of Batanes hangs in the balance. Continued militarization could make the islands a permanent outpost, with constant tension and risk. Alternatively, diplomacy and crisis management could lower the temperature, even if disputes remain unresolved. Regional players like Japan, Australia, and ASEAN can help promote dialogue and stability. The choices made by Manila, Beijing, and Washington will shape not just Batanes, but the entire Indo-Pacific. The story of Batanes is a warning of how quickly peace can give way to rivalry. The challenge is to navigate this moment with wisdom and restraint. The world must support peace, because the fate of Batanes is tied to us all.